All right, let's dive into one of the most brutal, most chilling scenes in all of Shakespeare, the slaughter at Fife in Macbeth. I mean, this isn't just another murder. This is the exact moment a deeply flawed hero becomes a straight up, irredeemable monster. We're going to break down how this one single act of cruelty completely seals his fate.
Talk about setting a grim tone. This line from Lady Macduff just hits you right in the gut. She's basically saying we're living in this twisted, upside-down world where being bad gets you praise and trying to do the right thing, well, that's just foolish and dangerous. It's a perfect, haunting snapshot of life under Macbeth. And man, is it some chilling foreshadowing for what's about to happen to her. Okay, so let's set the scene. We're going inside Macduff's castle. He's off in England trying to rally the troops to save Scotland, but back home, his family is completely exposed and they have no idea what's coming for them. So inside, we find Lady Macduff, and she is not happy. She's angry, she's scared. Her husband just up and fled to England without so much as a goodbye. And from where she's standing, this doesn't look like some noble, strategic move. No. To her, it looks like he just abandoned them, leaving her and their kids to fend for themselves against a king who is, let's just say, unstable.
And this right here is the big debate in the scene. You've got these two totally different takes on Macduff's actions. His wife thinks it's pure cowardice of betrayal. But then the nobleman Ross chimes in and he suggests, hey, maybe it was a smart move, a tough choice, sure, but a wise one in these crazy times. So, is he a traitor or a strategist?
And caught right in the middle of all this fear and confusion is Macduff's son. And let me tell you, this kid is incredible. He's way smarter than his years, he jumps right in to defend his dad's honor, and he even tries to make his mom feel better. He's this little beacon of innocence and courage. And you just know, you can feel it in your bones, that it's all about to be destroyed. Just when you think the family drama can't get more tense, bam, some random messenger bursts in, terrified, and basically screams, "Get out now! Run for your lives!" The danger is literally at the door. But Lady Macduff is just frozen. Where could she possibly go? She keeps saying, I haven't done anything wrong. But here's the thing you have to understand. In Macbeth's Scotland, being innocent doesn't protect you at all. Which brings us right to the source of that danger, Macbeth himself. This is it. We're about to witness the final, horrifying steps in his transformation into an absolute tyrant. And you've got to ask yourself, why this? I mean, really, why? Macbeth has killed people for power, sure, we've seen that. But ordering the murder of a woman and her children? What's the point? It just seems completely, utterly senseless. Well, it's because this is a whole new level for Macbeth. This isn't like killing King Duncan, which was all about ambition and guilt. Nope, this is cold-blooded. It's a calculated act of pure strategic cruelty. It's designed to send a terrifying message to anyone else who might think about crossing him. So how did he get to this point? You can actually trace it in a few clear steps. First, he's absolutely furious that Macduff defied him and went to England. Second, he's high on the witch's prophecies, thinking he's literally untouchable. That leads him to his horrifying decision. From now on, the moment he thinks something, he's going to do it. No more hesitation. And that's it. That's the moment the switch flips, and the conflicted man is gone, replaced by a monster. And then they arrive, the killers. They storm into the castle, and in this sick, twisted move, they first declare that Macduff is a traitor. It's their pathetic attempt to put some kind of justification, some sort of label on the atrocity they're about to commit. The son, being the brave little guy he is, calls them liars. And for that, they stab him. His last words, oh man, they will just break your heart. As he's dying, all he can think about is his mom, telling her to run. It is a moment of just pure, devastating tragedy. He's killed right there on stage. Lady Macduff runs, screaming murder, with the assassins chasing right after her. And the play makes it brutally clear they don't just kill her, they wipe out the entire household. Everyone, just gone on Macbeth's order. Now, while all of this horror is unfolding, where's Macduff? He's in England. He has no idea his family is being murdered. He's there trying to forge an alliance, but he's about to face a completely different kind of test. So Macduff finally gets to England and meets with Malcolm, who is, the rightful heir to the throne. But this is no happy reunion. Malcolm is paranoid, and frankly, he has every right to be. He doesn't trust anyone coming from Scotland, and that includes Macduff.
And you can't really blame him, right? I mean, his dad was killed by someone he trusted completely. So now he's looking at Macduff and thinking, is this guy for real, or is he a spy sent by Macbeth to lure me into a trap? He needs to know what Macduff is really loyal to, Scotland itself, or just whoever happens to be wearing the crown.
So Malcolm comes up with this brilliant, kind of twisted test. He starts lying. He tells Macduff that, yeah, Macbeth is bad, but he'd be even worse. Greedy, lustful, a total tyrant. And Macduff's reaction is everything. He doesn't try to flatter him, he just despairs. He cries out, "Oh, Scotland, Scotland," and says Malcolm isn't fit to govern, not even fit to live.
And that was the magic password. Test passed. By putting his country's fate above any allegiance to a corrupt ruler, Macduff proves his loyalty is the real deal. And just like that, an alliance is forged. They're united, they're gonna save Scotland. But you just know it can't be that simple. Just as they form this alliance, this tiny flicker of hope is about to be violently snuffed out. Because now we get to the devastating fallout of what happened back at the castle. Remember Ross, the nobleman from the beginning of the scene? Well, he's just arrived in England, and he has to deliver the most horrific news imaginable. You can see he can barely even get the words out. When Ross finally tells him that his wife, his children, all his servants, his entire household have been slaughtered, Macduff just greeks. He's completely shattered. And it's not just grief, it's this tidal wave of soul-crushing guilt. He's convinced it's all his fault for leaving them. And Malcolm, seeing this raw despair, gives him some really intense advice. He basically says, don't just stand there and feel sad. Don't numb the pain. Use it. Turn that grief into rage. He's telling him to weaponize his own heartbreak. And it works. Something inside Macduff just clicks. That unbearable grief is forged into a new, ironclad resolve. He vows he will be the one to face Macbeth, face to face. The war for Scotland's soul just became deeply, deeply personal. And the stage is set for the final epic confrontation. And all of this leaves us with this huge, lingering question, doesn't it? Macduff is now driven by vengeance, but Shakespeare makes us wonder, can revenge ever really fix what's been broken? Can it heal a wound that deep, or does it just keep the cycle of violence spinning? It's that question, that impossible problem, that makes this tragedy feel so powerful, even today.